Is it just that niggas don't know how to act and that like we just need to throw more niggas in jail because niggas don't know how to act, right? Or is it cycles of poverty and underfunded schools and just things that are done at a structural institutional level that's out of our control that are causing these crime problems, right? Because it can only be one of these two options. Either there's some kind of deep cultural issue going on specifically within these neighborhoods that you're just talking it up to that young niggas, right? The YNs of a certain age just gonna keep shooting at the other YNs, right? And at a certain point, all you can do is just say it's not tolerable, throw niggas away, right? Or it's really out of their control and it's not the YN's fault, right? And there's a bunch of circumstances that are happening and it's really at a structural level because of things like, you know, the school has half the funding of schools in the suburbs. Things like, oh, there's so much mass incarceration going on with families are being deconstructed and people don't have good role models. And it's just really poverty. Like we chalk it up to poverty, right? Either way, the DC crime emergency doesn't seem, the state of emergency Trump has issued doesn't seem to be addressing any of these issues, right? So the reason I'm asking this question, which is it, right? Is it a cultural issue or is it just a poverty issue, right? I lean toward the latter. I lean toward, you know, that it's just cycles of poverty, bro. And it's hard to escape cycles of poverty. And it's hard to blame people for how they choose to survive when they're put in desperate circumstances, right? The only issue I see with that, right, it becomes kind of a non-starter because these white folks not going to do anything to make that better. These white folks, right, and I'm not talking about all white folks. I'm just talking about the niggas who have the power, the niggas who are the majority of the politicians or fund the campaigns of the politicians or whatever the hell you want to say. The majority of them is white motherfuckers. These motherfuckers is never going to fund your hood school more than they fund their schools out in the suburbs, right? And, you know, school funding is based on property taxes or local taxes or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So it's like if you're already in a poor area, your school has less resources. They're not going to just take money out of their pockets to give your area more funding to make your schools better. They're not going to revitalize public housing. They're not going to do any of these things, right? So my only problem with agreeing with that second option of that it's just cycles of poverty, it's just like, so what is niggas about to do about it? Because let me tell you what's not going to work. What's not going to work is really just having